This segment of DelmarvaLife is brought to you by the YMCA of the Chesapeake.
Hello, hi, this is Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, and you're watching DelmarvaLife.
What an amazing woman to talk to.
Can't wait to hear from her.
Oh, just incredible.
Well, Kirstie Alley is another amazing woman. She's a successful actress on both the big and small screens, but one thing she says she has always struggled with is her weight. Well, now she's 50 pounds lighter and says she feels great. In fact, she admits she feels the way she thinks she was always meant to feel. Now, as a Jenny Craig spokeswoman, she's offering some help to others who may be struggling.
Nobody's more tired of me gaining weight than me. I'll just say that. And I always am looking for a shortcut, and I'm always looking for the easy way. And there actually isn't a shortcut in this. It's something that you have to, I've really learned that when you get to your goal weight, you had to have made plans prior to that to stay at your goal. Mm-hmm. And for me in the past, it was sort of this secret, yeah, I'll get to this weight and then I'll eat whatever I want and then I'll do whatever I want and I'll blah, 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 right. You know, because that's me. But I finally realized it actually doesn't work that way.
And I bet that's a realization a lot of people need to or have come to. We've all yo-yoed at one time or another.
Yeah, and with weight loss or getting into shape being one of the biggest New Year's resolutions every year, there's probably a chance that you've already started skimping out on that personal promise.
Well, everyone here on Delmarva wants you to be successful with your resolution, especially if it is to get in shape. So we sent Sean Stryker out to the Richard A. Henson Family YMCA in Salisbury to help get you motivated. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Jimmy and Lisa. Well, my resolution was to recommit myself to the gym, but you know, as much as I don't want to admit it, I'm already slacking. So here to give me the boost that I need is Amy Sorg, the wellness director at the Y.
Nice
now, Amy told me she never doesn't feel like coming to the gym. You love it here.
I do. I feel bad when I'm not here.
But a lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
They slack, and with the weather.
They do, especially, yeah. Weather can be a reason, or you get busy lives.
Now, there are a couple things that you were saying that a person can do to kind of help keep them motivated. One is writing down your goals. How does that help?
Absolutely. Anytime you write something down and you're accountable for what you write down, you check off and do a nice little checklist, and you reach your goals, do that checklist, and then you reward yourself in small ways, and that keeps you more successful.
What kind of rewards? Not food rewards.
Not food. It can be anything that speaks to you, whether you like to read and it's a new book, or you like clothing or shoes or a massage or something that makes you feel good that's not food.
Yeah, well, this weekend it was, you know, the weather wasn't great. It was raining. So sometimes you just can't make it to the gym when it's safely. So there are some exercises that you can do at home that you're going to show us that involve things that you have around the house, like a chair. So what are we going to do over here? So this is like a squat.
This is a squat. A squat's a very functional exercise, the most functional. So we all have a chair, and you have lots of options with the squat. Let's start with a transfer of weight. So your feet about hip distance apart or shoulder distance apart.
Here we go.
Just sit yourself back into the chair, and then bring yourself back up.
So what are we working on here? What muscle?
Working on all the leg muscles, quads, hamstrings, and glutes.
Okay.
Excellent. Now if you want to take this up a notch, we just don't transfer the weight and just tap the chair and come back up.
All right. So we're not actually coming to a rest. We're just tapping it.
You got it. And then step away if you want another option, and come down and up without the chair.
And you're saying this is really functional. You know, you get in and out of chairs all day.
All day.
Obviously,
in and out of the car.
To do that.
Yep. Going to the restroom. Everything.
And
everything. Then if you want a really advanced move, you come down into your squat, jump up, back down into your squat.
All right, so we got the beginner, the intermediate, and then the advanced squat jumps.
You got it, you got it.
Upper body now, what do we do here?
Grab some weights, and everybody probably has a set in the closet, or if you don't, grab some books, maybe some soup cans, whatever you have.
Vegetable cans, anything you need, anything to add a little resistance.
We're going to do an overhead press for the upper body, but we're going to add a side lunge so you get lower as well, more calorie burn, more bang for your buck.
So we're going to go to the left.
Step out to the left, bend the left knee, right leg straight, lift up, good, and step back in.
So this is, we can get rid of the, I guess, the flab under the arms with this.
Yes, this is nice shoulder work. You also feel some inner thigh work too as well, right?
This is harder than I thought.
It is. Try the other side.
Okay, let's go.
So go out to the right.
Even it out.
Go for it.
Okay.
You got it.
Am I doing this right?
You're doing that right.
All right.
Yep.
But this is some great exercises that you can do at home, like we said.
Yeah, do 2-3 sets of 15.
Okay, and
Get
warm up
your-
first. That's important.
Warm up first. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you have that doctor's note saying, okay, you're free to exercise.
That is very important. Check with your doctor to make sure you can do these exercises, or really any form of exercise.
Absolutely.
And if you want to see those exercises again, all you got to do is visit our website, wboc.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page. Jimmy and Lisa, back to you guys.
A little bit of out of breath there. Well, one person who also knows the weight struggle is Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. Jimmy has more now on her latest battle. Jimmy?
Let me ask you a question. You look in the mirror and what do you see? For a lot of us, myself included, it's not always something we're 100% proud of. Maybe you have even probably sworn off taking another look if you could help it. We've all had those moments. None of us are immune from them, not even a former princess, the Duchess of York. As you probably know, Sarah Ferguson has had a very public battle with her weight throughout the years. Just recently, she once again faced the fight, and she's winning. And she's joining us now to tell us how. Duchess, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. I know that feeling, Jimmy, when you look in the mirror and you go, ah, what have I done? And I did that on October 7th, 2013. I just got so angry with myself. I reached 190 pounds and I was 54 years old, and I said, this is ridiculous. I look so old and fat and frumpy and And so I went and did something about it. I went on a journey of discovery about why, after all these years, 54 years, I hadn't lost the weight, and I yo-yo dieted and I didn't get it right, and I beat myself up, and it was all so illogical. And I came across this amazing machine. It's called the Fusion Accelerator, and it's just been my best friend, because what I needed, and I understand now, is I needed to logically work it out that if you can't eat as much kale and all the stuff they say to eat,
right,
to give the body what it needs. So I put it all in this emulsifier, which keeps the fiber in. So it's not juicing, it's not blending. It makes the same liquid but with the fiber in it. And so when you put the fiber into your body, it gives you more energy, more everything, more vitality. And then the brain goes, okay, good, we've got what we want today. So anything else is a bonus.
All right, there you go. Well, this is hard to say to you. It's nice to know that you're like the rest of us, but one thing that we don't have to deal with is gaining and losing under public scrutiny. How do you deal with that?
Yes, it's really hard. And as you know, the media, they're very, very tough. And they used to say that I was the Duchess of Pork, and 82% would rather sleep with a goat than Fergie. And I was just, and it was so hard. And so in the end, I believed it. And then, of course, you pile on the pans.
Yeah.
And until now. And that's why, I suppose that's why I wanted to do Duchess Discoveries and for everybody to share, because some of the proceeds are going to go to a foundation to find more solutions for people to get a better standard of life, a better wellness of life, not just with the weight, but also with the ab accelerators, for example. Right. You do your ab workout and then you put the ab accelerators on for men and women, and it strengthens and tones after you've done the ab work. Okay. And so that is an added bonus. And then, of course, I don't know if you've got long red hair, but I have. And I just don't want, the Perfecta Ultra is this amazing hair tool that I use, and it doesn't burn the hair because it's got black tourmaline baked into it. So all these different discoveries are on my website, and each different discovery I make, proceeds go to the foundations that I decide to give it to. On the Perfecta Ultra, I'm giving it to Teen Cancer USA, which is to provide more units in hospitals for teenagers with cancer. So each different product is giving back. I think Duchess Discovery, because I've gone through it, I want everybody to be given back too, and that's what I wanted to do.
I'm glad you mentioned that. As the mother of two lovely daughters, they're under public scrutiny too. What do you tell them?
Well, it's pretty hard, especially at the moment, as you know. They really get great courage from the unity of their mother and father, and the way we are the happiest divorced couple in the world. And I think it's because I've been lucky enough to keep my feet on the ground out here and to keep, as someone said, a civilian life. And the girls get a bit of both. They get a bit of royal life and a bit of this life. And I think it gives them a balance. It's hard because, of course, they get affected when they see their mother and father permanently pulled down. But they realised that actually it too shall pass.
Yes.
And it does pass. And we go on. And there were many times that I've been absolutely pillared. But I used to turn to food, and now I turn to myself. And now I found a discovery and a system that gives me the support to be able to be with myself,
And there
which is
you
a
go.
big breakthrough.
Yes. Duchess
Yeah.
Sarah Ferguson, thank you so much for your time with us today. Really, really do appreciate what you had to say and share. Now, if you would like to read more about Sarah Ferguson and her program, Duchess Discoveries, all you have to do is visit our website, WWC.com, and click on her picture at the top of the page. Now that you've heard from several people on how they're remodeling their bodies and their overall health for 2015, maybe you want to turn your attention to something else, like, say, maybe your home. Up next on DelmarvaLife, we're showing the hottest home remodeling trends for the new year, including the projects that could bring you the most bang for your buck. Plus, one of the trends includes this. No, it's not hardwood. Take a closer look. It's tile. Angie Hicks shares with us the pros and cons of this latest must-do, plus learn how much it costs versus other flooring. But first, as we focus on staying healthy, having your children eat the right after-school snacks can be a challenge. Dr. Oz shares a few of his favorites.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. When it comes to healthy after-school snacks, skip the chips and cookies. Here are my favorite snacks to keep the kids full until dinner. Cut up some veggies for dipping in hummus or guacamole. For a sweeter treat, try parfait, made with Greek yogurt, granola, and fruit. And in the fall, apples with nut butter, they can't be beat.